Hi, I'm Dr. Courtney Howard. I'm an emergency physician in Canada's subarctic and the president of the Canadian Association of Physicians for the Environment, as well as the policy director for COP25 for their climate component. So I'm at COP25 and we've just had a bit of an upsetting day. There was a security scuffle during a civil society protest, and the protesters were essentially shoved outside without their coats or their bags. They haven't been let back in. And by report, several of them have had panic attacks and are feeling really anxious. Now, this is coming at the sort of three-quarters point of negotiations that have so far failed to deliver. So they're making incremental progress, if any, in the context of, the presence of Greta, this frail, brave soul here speaking so strongly about the need to take action on climate change. This is happening in the context of fires in Australia and, after a summer of a lot of heat and fire in other parts of the world. Just a couple of weeks after the launch of the Lancet Countdown, which so clearly described the choice that is open to us to protect the health of a child born today. If we continue along the high emissions pathway, that child will see a 4 degrees Celsius world, more infectious disease, wildfires, heat, and likely increasing malnutrition, conflict, instability of healthcare systems. Whereas if we do respond to the health and answer the call of the Paris Agreement, adapt our hospitals, we will be able to much better protect health. Now, I'm feeling the clinician in me has, for the last couple of days, really switched from being an advocate to being a family doctor role. The people in civil society are clearly anxious. We've run 2 eco-anxiety workshops to just provide people with tools, and what I really feel is that we're living at a crux point in human history. We have the tools we need, according to every speaker, at the prices we need, and it's really a matter of politics to get this done. Now, what is super encouraging is that the health sector here has been working together in a way that I've never seen before. We're having daily meetings with the WHO, the World Medical Association, the International Federation of Medical Students Associations, doctors from all over the world, and we're creating action plans for priorities for the coming year that we can all work on. Some that have really come up are to really push our countries to turn this energy of this climate emergency that we've been declaring into increased ambition in our nationally determined contributions, which are the commitments we make to the Paris Accord. So we have started negotiating and lobbying with different people from different countries. We've got materials. There's a piece out in the Lancet Planetary Health today that you can take a look at to help you understand what this crazy NDC thing is. Essentially, it's just in order to keep today's children healthy, we need to meet the ambition of the Paris Agreement, and there's lots of good reasons to do that from a health perspective. When we phase out coal, we'll have less asthma, decreased healthcare costs. If we bring electric vehicles back in, same thing, increase sustainable transport. People will get around on their own steam. We'll have less chronic disease. Plant-rich diets are better for people and planet. And so there's really no reason not to take action here. And we know that the health voice is a trusted voice. We know that if we frame climate change in terms of the health of children or of all of us, that it's really one of the best ways to motivate people to join together and take action. We have a very limited time to get this done, and what I'm feeling this year that I haven't felt before is that the energy is there, the attention is there. There is no shortage of energy, and now we're at this moment of extremely high potential energy where we need to be focused and we need to create plans and we need to work together. So what I'm anticipating for 2019-2020 is a real coming together of medics from around the world around these goals. Part of it will be under CODA, some of it will be through the WHO Civil Society Working Group, some of it will be through local health groups. And I just really invite everybody to treat your patients, your family, your friends, your colleagues with incredible compassion right now. I think many people are starting to have the diagnosis of climate change land with them in a very new way. And I think that it is not something everybody necessarily has insight into. And so I think there's a lot of subclinical anxiety, depression also, and I think it's impacting the way we're behaving. So please head forward into these next months with a sense that it's time to take that energy and turn it into impact. We need to take people's skill sets and find exactly the right place for them within the projects that we're going to be taking on. We need to create the materials, the videos, all of the things, the structures in terms of organization. And we really need to work together. There's going to be a lot of shuffling, a lot of new roles. It's easy for people to get frustrated. We need to avoid acronyms. We need to know that there's no dumb questions when you walk into a new room. We need to make sure that we treat everybody with the type of respect and compassion that we ourselves kind of know we need at this crux point in human history. So I have to say it's been a more emotional COP than I was anticipating, and I'm feeling that from everyone. But the good thing about emotion is that's what gets people off the couch. So I'm seeing John Kerry walk by right now. Here, we'll turn this around. Hi, John Kerry. Can you see him? He just gave a speech in which he called for World War Zero. So instead of World War I, instead of World War II, let's not have World War III. Let's get to net zero by 2050. I know that medics can have a pivotal role in this, and I'm seeing that heart come, and I'm looking forward to working with all of you to organize that and to really play the role we can play in calling to the best in people, in unifying people, and putting those skills that we've learned at the bedside to work. Because there really aren't that many people who are used to taking action at a moment of crisis, who are used to taking care of teams, who are used to injecting humor even into situations in order to help people stay calm. We know how to do that. We can, we will, and I'm looking forward to working with you on it. Thank you.